Hey YouTube, it's Riza, and I have a kind of like a deck dissection, I guess, about stun and the monsters that they use. I'm not going to go into spells and traps because that would take too long, and I'm going to try and make this fast. Alright, so first of all, how a stun deck works. Stun decks are meant to, one, keep control and just dwindle down your opponent's resources with monster effects and battle. That's the only way that you're going to get pluses in this deck is by attacking your opponent's monster and gaining a plus, or outplaying your opponent by using spell and trap destruction. That would be something like they summon a Kageki and special summon a Kagamusha, they go Shien, and you Solemn Warning for the plus. Yeah. So the first, I separated these all into different types of monsters. The first one I'm going to talk about is beaters, in a sentence, but beaters that, without the presence of a unique spell or trap, are useless in the deck. Gemini Spark, Macro Defy, and Skill Drain. Alright. With the presence of that spell or trap, they have the potential to get pluses. These ones by battle, and of course the alias by Gemini Spark, or maybe the Miracle Fusion. Other than that, these ones make a wall of attack, and then the constant battering of a 4,000 beater. And if you lose it, it's okay because it only took you the one card to get out. So those are the beaters. The second type of beaters with an effect. Sorry, my voice hurts. Alright, Tengu. 17 beater with the ability to replace itself. Hydrogeddon. I just kind of added this in here, but the ability to get a +2 when it destroys a monster by battle. One by killing the monster, and then by gaining another Hydrogeddon, you get a +2. Gale, you just have attack. And then Saber Dragon. Alright. Saber Dragon is just a beater. 21 beater, you special summon it when your opponent has a monster, and you attack. But the ability to go Chimera Tech makes it an amazing stun card. They have a field of gadgets, you special summon it, make Chimera Tech, and get amazing pluses. Yeah. So those are the beaters. Now I'm just going to go off the straight +1s. These are stun cards that you summon it and you get a straight +1. It's not much to explain. Break your summon, break your card. And Dark Summon, you can destroy a dark. In that sense, they dwindle down your opponent's resources, and they're perfect stun cards. Sorry. Alright, next. We're just going to call these continuous effects for now. Continuous effects with another effect, I guess. Of course, this is a quick effect, and this is nowhere near a continuous effect, but just bear with me. Alright, so Thunder King. Well, all these effects have, or these three in general, have the continuous effect that kind of shuts down your opponent. Well, Thunder King stops adding to the hand, stops special summoning, and it can't be destroyed, which kind of stalls. Then the secondary effects are what makes them really good. The potential to negate a special summon, destroy special summon monsters, and to grab a card from your opponent's hand and discard it. That's amazing. You have one continuous effect that's broken, and then another effect that kind of tops it off. Kikiramo, I put this card in here because I'm just going to consider a continuous effect in a stun deck because you put it out there and it serves the same purpose as a Spirit Reaper. It kind of prevents attacks. And you put it out there and they don't want to attack it because they're just going to have their monster bounce, you summon it next turn attack. It's the only one of these that's limited because of the mass pluses you can get. You can just bounce a Brio, you get a +2, and get it back to your hand, and then they get nothing. The Brio goes back to the extra deck, and that's it. Alright, next, hand traps. Okay, hand traps of a stun deck. Hand traps in a stun deck haven't exactly seen that much play because a lot of them, or here, I'll just start with the big three. Crow, Maxi, Veiler. Okay, these three have, or at least Veiler and Crow, have the potential to come out 1-for-1, but in most cases it's just a -1 and just stops your opponent's plays for that turn. That's good, but in a stun deck it's not good enough because that's what your traps are meant to do, not your monster effects in hand. Maxi, of course, you could get the 1-for-1 and the multiple pluses, but these are better sided in a stun deck. Of course, Maxi, you have to side against windups, but these are side cards. You don't main these in a stun deck. You can if you want. Valor, a lot of people can main this in a stun deck. It's probably the best hand trap of all. But yeah. All right. The hand traps you would play in a stun deck. All right, Honest, you play in a stun deck because after your opponent has their field and they attack your alias, say, you get the 1-for-1 because you destroy your opponent's monster by battle and you lose the Honest. But you stop their attacks for that turn, and then it's your turn. You had the potential to destroy their field and prevent future attacks. Gores, same principle. They attack, you drop it, stop all attacks, and you get a 27 beater out. That's amazing. Mechalords, I'm not going to say much about these. I don't think they're fit for a stun deck. I just put them in there because a lot of people think they are. I don't know. It's your choice to run them. I don't like them. Alright, next. Neg-1s. Penguin Soldier. An amazing card, but you need to know how to use it. Otherwise, it's just a Neg-1. You don't just go and set your Penguin Soldier. You wait till you think they're about to go off. You set it, flip it, and return their Synchro Monsters, Exceeds, back to the hand. I'm not even going to talk about this. That's just a bad card. It's just an example. Alright, draw power cards. Dekoichi and Morphin Jar. Dekoichi, it's good for a stun deck. It's a 1-for-1, prevents one attack, and just gets you that extra card that you might need to, maybe you need that Gemini Spark and it provides it. Okay, Morphin Jar, I put this in here because I need to talk about this card. If you're running a stun deck or anti-meta and you're running Morphin Jar, you're not doing it right. Anti-meta or stun is meant to dwindle down your opponent's resources and just keep on attacking. Morphin Jar does the opposite of that. By using this card, yeah, you can get pluses, but it replenishes everything that you've been getting rid of from your opponent. Gives them back their advantage, and then they have the potential to come back. If you like it, then you can play it, I guess. I don't. So, yeah. Okay, what's next? 1-for-1s. Not much to say. They're just all 1-for-1s. Key cards in anti-meta deck usually are 1-for-1s. Yeah. Not much to say. Alright. Okay, we're just going to call this continuous. King Tiger is not a continuous, but we're just going to call him continuous for now. Well, I guess Kaiku is, but... Okay, so, Kaiku, continuous in the sense that, of course, they can't BLS Sorcerer because they can't remove from play cards from the grave. And then the extra effect of destroying future plays for your opponent, removing the Hornet, removing the Hunter, or just removing a card from the graveyard that would, later in the game, hurt you. That's good. King Tiger, we're going to call this continuous because while it's on the field, it breaks any play that your opponent has that requires a 14 or less monster. Which, that's amazing. Yeah. Banisher, just a straight continuous effect. A perfect example of a stun card. It breaks the graveyard, and that's what... that's perfect for a stun deck. I am running high on time right now, so I think I'm going to do this in 2 parts. I will make a link in the description below to the next part, which is archetypes of a stun deck, I guess. Subscribe and Rise out.